gusty with gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. But within these showers, there might be some isolated higher gusts.
And Updike says, as the day goes on, temperatures will drop. You could see a wintry mix tonight. The Indiana Pacers beat the Houston Rockets 115 to 102. Number 18 Purdue throttled Rutgers 100-71. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
When is the right time to file for Social Security? Well, that's a difficult decision today. You have to consider that Social Security is running out of money. You also need to consider the tax hit on your benefits and your IRA and 401k withdrawals. And finally, you should consider your spousal benefits. If you don't consider all these things, you could leave a lot of money on the table.
Bill Demery, your retirement guy. He's going to show you how you could get the most income from Social Security with a free customized Social Security analysis. So if you've saved more than $200,000, but you've not yet filed for Social Security, schedule your free analysis right now by calling Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, my retirement guy. He should be your retirement guy. 317-648-5120.
All right, checking out northbound 465 over on the east side. It looks good from Penn Pike up to I-69. No delays there. And through that construction zone of Clear Path, that rebuild of I-69 and 465 interchange on the northeast side, which should be done at the end of the year. Everything coming into the North Split, no problems. Have a safe morning commute, please. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage for a limited time. Go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. We got some clouds. We got some gusty winds right now and some isolated to scattered showers. Our temperatures are going to continue to fall through the day, so we've already hit our high for the day after midnight. Look for numbers to be in the lower 40s with on and off rain chances throughout your afternoon with some pretty gusty winds. Tonight, scattered rain early. I think we flipped the switch to just a little bit of light snow. No accumulation expected later this evening, but it is going to be chilly overnight, a low down to 29. Should be a little more quiet Thursday, partly cloudy, cooler, a high of 42. Scattered rain chances very late Friday with a high of 44, and then a bit of improvement for the weekend. Saturday, sunshine, a high of 46. We're back to the lower 50s with partly cloudy skies on Sunday.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Marcus, as always, we appreciate it. 49 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07.
Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
For the Democratic Party here in Indiana, allow me to sum up the joint address from the president to Congress yesterday. You lost. And, man, you lost again last night. You lost in November. You lost again last night. You didn't just lose. You got humiliated. You didn't get just humiliated. Dear Lord, you've got nothing. Now, there's a lesson here for the Republican Party, too. But if the Democratic Party and every leftist who listens to the show, because they listen every day, you lost. And at this rate, you're going to keep losing for forever. The humiliation of last night was avoidable. And at the moment, the Democratic Party answered, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. It was one punch after another punch. It was one hit after another hit. It did not stop. It did not relent. When he wasn't hitting the Democrats for absolutely being unwilling to cheer the most basic things, he was making the dreams of 13-year-olds come true. He was announcing to young men in the audience and the gallery that they were going to West Point. He was cheering American optimism. And there were the Democrats holding up their little signs like their signs matter at all. Embarrassing is not a close enough word, is not a complete enough word to describe what it is that the progressive left did to themselves last night. Never mind what it is that Donald Trump did to them. With nothing but honesty.
I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie. And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
For the Indiana Democrats, you have a chance to start talking about issues that matter to Hoosiers. You can actually do that, or you can keep doing what you're doing. You can lose, or you can try. And if last night didn't prove that to you, well, then, my God, Jed, I don't even want to know you. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Alex Brown. An Indianapolis startup gets national attention. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Brought to you by the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick. Available now wherever podcasts can be found and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Hey, it's Rob for Universal Windows Direct. Tax season is here, and what better way to reinvest in your home than with brand new energy-efficient windows? During Universal Windows Direct's Tax Time Sale, you can save big while making your home more comfortable and energy efficient. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. And here's something that will make your wallet even happier. Pay no interest until 2030. That's right, no interest for the next 6 years, making it easier than ever to afford the quality windows your home needs. But wait, there's more. This month only, Universal Windows Direct is giving you an extra $500 off your home improvement project. Whether you need a few windows or a full home upgrade, this bonus savings makes now the perfect time to act. Now, some restrictions may apply, so call today for your free in-home estimate. 317-659-7574. 317-659-7574. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
When it comes to managed network services and IT support, Applied Innovation is at the top of the list for these Applied Innovation customers. Sean Carnahan, Sales Manager for Adventure Homes.
They do all of our computers, so they take care of all of our issues, anything that comes up with our servers, any tech support, software we need, any equipment we need.
Eric Lane, Director of Information Technology for Raleigh Williams Paint Spot.
Applied Innovation has been very proactive, and they've laid out a plan for here is what we look like today, and here's what we want to look like in 18 months and then going forward. So it's the long-term vision that they have that other companies didn't.
Ashley Crane, IT Director for Belmont Beverage.
They're just a really great company that has a lot to offer to a small IT team like ourselves.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
If this is the year to build your custom dream home, Joyner Homes is ready to help make your dream come true. They offer the flexibility to build on your own lot, allowing you to build a home in the place you've always envisioned. A dedicated in-house team of experts will guide you through every step, offering unmatched personalization and flexibility. Joyner Homes provides clear and upfront pricing and floor plans to inspire you. There's no time like the present to get in touch with Joyner Homes to talk about your vision and learn more about their building process. Visit JoynerHomes.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, looking at westbound 70 coming in from Greenfield. Looks good from State Road 92465 on the east side. No problems there. An additional 4 minutes coming into the north split. Airport runners looking good on westbound 70 from the south split outport to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway to Mariplex. Traffic sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Make hiring easier with the workforce experts. Let the people at Express Employment Professionals find you the right fit. Hiring is about people, not algorithms. Visit ExpressPros.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Hey, it's Matt Bear. Warm weather is coming, and now's the time to call Cochran Exteriors to beat the spring rush. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and more. My friends at Cochran Exteriors will give you a free consultation with options to meet your budget, and all without the high pressure or gimmicky sales tactics. Over 10,000 satisfied area customers, a lifetime workmanship warranty. It's why Cochran Exteriors is my choice. Visit CochranExteriors.com.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on SingleCare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to SingleCare.com or download the free app today.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Results. What was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative.
The 31% were all named Diana Presley, who made sure to post on the Twittix there, on Twitter X, that she walked out of Trump's speech. Yeah, no one cares. I really don't care, Margaret. I just, no one at all cares. By the way, that was the people at CNN. CBS, 76% of those who watched the speech approved of what it is Donald Trump said. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. 317-239-9393 is the number. And they had a lot of cuts to former Speaker Pelosi in the gallery there. That's a woman who knows she's been beat. all the scamming, all the con job, all the manipulations, all the coup to get Kamala Harris to be the nominee or someone else to be the nominee, and she knows she lost. And she knows the Democrats have absolutely no response for what they saw last night. Not the only things going on, and Trump did mention Zelensky. And did mention that Zelensky wrote a letter. Quote, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace. Nobody wants peace more than Ukrainians. Saying that he was ready to sign a mineral rights deal and negotiate, quote, under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. Was it an apology? It was like it was like the guy who doesn't know how to apologize, but he's trying to apologize, but he can't bring himself to apologize, even though he should apologize. So he tried to apologize. It was that. It was that. It was nothing that you didn't think was coming. It's actually, I would argue, the same type of thing that Zelensky has said before. Now let's see if the mineral rights deal gets signed. There was some talk about maybe Trump would announce that the deal was signed in the joint address. It wasn't a State of the Union as a matter of just constitutional rules, right? It wasn't that address. This was a joint address to Congress. That's how it's referred to. So you'll see it described as joint address, not as State of the Union. So if I used the term State of the Union interchangeably yesterday, apologies, right? I don't like confusion anywhere. The story here is that for whatever the dust-up was in the Oval, reality comes a-calling. And reality is Zelensky has to let Trump try. Now, if you say to me, Tony, this all comes because Trump cut the aid or paused the aid, he was right to do so. Yeah, you still don't have me on that one. Now, these people are suffering greatly. Everybody except Zelensky. There was a story yesterday. Some friends of mine were sharing the story with me about Zelensky's wife, the First Lady of Ukraine, buying a Bugatti Tourbillon. I hope it's Tourbillon. I pronounce Tourbillon, right? Like, yeah. That car is $4.8 million, ladies and gentlemen. This story comes from 2024. And there is, at least as I have it, zero evidence that was ever purchased. If you see if you see where people are, I think more people are okay with bullets and guns and helping Ukraine defend itself. They just don't want dollars going to what did Biden call it? Walking around money, or people's pensions? No. That they're going to have to rebuild. Nobody wants to pay for anything frivolous. I want you to know that on that story about the Bugatti, I have not found a single bit of proof of it. I have found where it is fake. Right? Which even that you got to double check. People are willing to help if Ukraine is willing to help themselves. And for a great number of people, that is stopping the violence, at least trying. And that's now allegedly where Zelensky is back to. We will see. The IRS is drafting a plan to cut as much as 90, or I would say cut as much as half of its 90,000 person workforce.
Yes.
People speaking on condition of anonymity because that often happens. Now, there are people who will tell you that if you cut 45,000 people from the IRS would become dysfunctional. I don't know why it would become dysfunctional. Well, Tony, it's simply too much work, and what you have here is not enough people to do the work, and the work actually has to be done. A workforce needs to be able to match the work it needs to get done. I don't want an IRS. Absolutely worth abolishing, like I would abolish the personal income tax. But if you tell me that you need 90,000 workers, I'm going to ask you to prove it. If you tell me I'm not allowed to ask, then I think you're lying, right? Not you, right? You're wonderful. You're great, and you look fantastic. When you first wake up in the morning, I don't know if I've ever told you this, it's a little hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'll see you, boo. If I can't question the 90,000 workers, I don't believe that the 90,000 workers are actually needed. So why don't we go find out? Why don't we go take a look at how many workers there are out there and how many are actually needed? And then there's this. The guys over at the Daily Wire have started an effort to pardon Derek Chauvin. George Floyd, knee on the neck, Derek Chauvin, stating that his conviction is, quote, the defining achievement of the woke movement in American politics. Now, anybody who has ever read anything knows that George Floyd died because of the drugs in his system. The knee was not cutting off oxygen. It was not the thing that killed him. You can't get me to think that Derek Chauvin's a good guy. You can't get me to think that being in that position was anything other than completely insane and ridiculous. But this is very interesting that you're seeing this. We took the summer of insanity, the woke of insanity, and you took a guy who is not responsible in that way for his death. And you said you're guilty because of the color of your skin. Be very interesting to see where this fight goes. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Interstates look good right now, Tony, as we check. Southbound 65 coming down from Lebanon. No problems here as we make our way from State Road 47 down to 465 on the west side. Right now looking wide open. Nothing slowing us down on this 20-minute trip. No delays. Also looking at westbound 70 going to the airport, making a run this morning. No problems. It's fine from West Street, Meridian, Illinois. No delays or incidents as you go out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway to Mariplex. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob. Casey's back Wednesday. That means we'll have a lot more listeners. We'll see you at 9 to noon, 93 WIBC.
Maybe you're not as confident with your wealth management planner, not like you used to be. That's okay. I'd like to suggest getting a second opinion from the fiduciary team at Trajan Wealth. Matt Bear here. Hey, Trajan Wealth's core philosophy of low cost, loyalty, and efficiency reflects Hoosier values. It differentiates Trajan from their competitors. Set up your first consultation and let them get to know you. Call 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com to set your first consultation. It's free. One size does not fit all when it comes to wealth management plans, and the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth, they know this. Let the Trajan team work with you on a fully customized financial portfolio tailor-made to your retirement. Call the financial experts at Trajan Wealth, 317-480-4040, or visit TrajanWealth.com. Remember, your first consultation is on them. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Hi, I'm Charlie Comer from Comer & Cross Premium Garage Floor Coatings. When your garage floor has stains, cracks, and pits, it makes your whole garage look bad. And a bad epoxy job looks even worse. Look, spring will be here on March 20th. For your best price of the year on your new garage floor, basement, or patio and installation this spring, please call me now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Guaranteed. A Comer & Cross concrete floor coating won't chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. In one day, we make it so easy. We move your stuff out for you. We fix the cracks and pits perfectly. And apply your gleaming new Comer & Cross concrete floor in 6 stages, just in time for spring. For your best price of the year on your new garage floor, basement, or patio, and installation by spring, please call me now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com.
America respects our first responders and veterans, the brave whose business is taking action when calamity strikes. It's dangerous work, often surrounded by sirens, shouting, even gunfire, so hearing loss is probable. First responders can turn to Relay Indiana. If you have trouble hearing on the telephone, visit RelayIndiana.com for voice recognition technology phones that allow the hearing impaired to have normal phone conversations. And there's loaned equipment for those who qualify. Get clarity back on the phone. Visit RelayIndiana.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Lots of cops in Brownsburg. 53 degrees, light rain on radar in downtown Indianapolis this morning, where your high is 55. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. There is crime scene tape and 2 body bags in a Brownsburg neighborhood after 2 men were shot and killed this morning. Police say it happened near the library along Acre Avenue. They responded to that neighborhood at about 3 o'clock. They do have somebody in custody, and we're expecting to hear more soon. President Donald Trump highlighted his early achievements and commitments in his address to Congress on Tuesday. Democrats remained challenging while Republicans remained showed unity.
The longest address to Congress in modern presidential history. President Trump speaking for about an hour and 40 minutes. One of the lines that stood out, Trump talking about enforcing the southern border, saying Democrats claimed new legislation was needed. Trump said all that was needed was a new president. Now, Trump received many standing ovations. The Democrats refused to join in, but did not come empty-handed. Now, one Democrat who did stand up, but not to applaud, but to shout insults, Congressman Al Green, who has called for Trump's impeachment on multiple occasions, including in Trump's second term. Green was tossed out by House Speaker Mike Johnson. Now, newly minted Senator Alyssa Slotkin gave the Democratic response. Slotkin said Ronald Reagan would be appalled at Trump's approach to stopping Russia's war in Ukraine.
And that's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reporting some light rain throughout the morning, and you're going to continue to see that throughout the day, says Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service.
Within these rain showers this morning, generally we're already going to be gusty with gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour, but within these showers there might be some isolated higher gusts.
He says there's no wind advisory out right now because the threshold is 45 degrees, but we're still going to see gusty conditions throughout the day. Indianapolis is being sued after 2 kayakers drowned in the White River last year. Here's Harrison Silcox.
Marcus Robinson and Solomon Shirley drowned after kayaking over a low-head dam in the White River in April of 2024. Their bodies were found about a week after they were reported missing, and now the estates of both Robinson and Shirley are suing Indianapolis. The lawsuit claims some sort of warning signs should have been posted to let people know about the potential dangers that lie ahead. Wish TV is also reporting that Indianapolis was given $750,000 in grant money to remove that dam, but as of this month, it's still there. Harrison Silcox, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
If you need to gas up this morning, the statewide average is $2.84. You could get it a little bit cheaper in some parts of Indianapolis. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports coming up in 2.5 minutes. It's 6:33.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. Indianapolis-based Ahimsa was featured Tuesday on Good Morning America with its line of stainless steel tableware for children and lunch trays for students. Founder and pediatrician Manasa Mantravati spoke about her products on the Deals and Steals segment, which featured 5 other women-owned small businesses.
Science tells us that plastic is harmful to human health. Sure. And so now pediatricians are recommending stainless steel as the safe option for your family dining table. But Ahimsa steel is not only safe, it's beautiful, it's stunning. The kids are obsessed with it, and most of our parents will tell us their child won't use anything else.
Montravati launched her first product in 2020. The Merrillville Town Council is considering a tax abatement for Illinois-based network infrastructure company Panduit to help the company develop its distribution center. Panduit says it's investing almost $77 million into the 475,000 square foot facility that is expected to bring up to 150 new jobs. Andretti Global announced plans Monday to convert a former Indianapolis Star printing facility into the headquarters of the team's NTT IndyCar, Indy NXT, and Formula E teams. The team expects the 240,000 square foot building on the city's northwest side to be operational for Andretti Global this summer. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Join us for IBJ's Technology Power Breakfast, Monday, March 10 at Indy's Crane Bay Event Center, featuring 6 notable speakers, including a keynote from Indiana Senator Todd Young. Speakers will dive into multiple topics ranging from healthcare and AI, the quantum corridor, human-robot interaction, and rural broadband. It's one morning packed with the intel you need to hone your 2025 tech strategy. RSVP now at ibj.com/events.
Virginia-based Beacon, a wholesale distributor of roofing, waterproofing, and other exterior products, has opened a new greenfield branch in Lafayette. While details of the company's financial investment were not disclosed, the new branch is one of 4 being opened across the country. The company said the branches will better serve both residential and non-residential roofing customers. It was not immediately clear how many jobs were added with the new branch. The company did not respond to a request from Inside Indiana Business for more information on why Lafayette was chosen as the location. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
All right, no delays to speak of right now on the interstates. We do have rain, so take it nice and easy today, please. Allow plenty of room. All that good stuff. Looking at westbound 465 on the south side through the I-69 construction zone. Looking good from I-65 over to I-70. By the way, most of the work is done down there. I do see construction people working out there a few times a week as I make my way on south side 465. And they're going to continue to be doing things through the spring. But for the most part, everything is done. And right now we are wide open. Just remember, it is a construction zone. I saw police yesterday. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton. Tony scored 28 points. He tied a season high with 15 assists on Tuesday in a 115-102 win over the Houston Rockets.
I don't know. I'm in the zone right now. I think I'm just trying to play the right way, just trying to make the right plays and stay aggressive, understanding that when I'm aggressive, we're at our best. So I'm trying to get to peak time by around April, May, hopefully June.
And the Pacers are in Atlanta Thursday for back-to-back games before going to Chicago. Number 18, Purdue cruised past Rutgers on Tuesday, 100-71. Head coach Matt Painter says the rebounding was the key.
Yeah, it was huge. You know, we can't get to that point of getting in transition and getting them on their heels if we don't get turnovers or we don't get rebounds.
And Purdue closes out the regular season against Illinois Friday. Oregon beat IU Tuesday, 73-64. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
We love playing high school sports because we get to compete and have fun with our friends.
We've also learned skills we'll need for the rest of our lives. I'm Sawyer Tittman from Fort Wayne Snyder High School.
And I'm Pierce Darrington from Floyd Central High School. It takes discipline and commitment to put in the work every practice.
It takes focus and determination to make the right play when the game is on the line.
It takes resilience and humility to find ways to improve after a tough loss.
What better way to learn these life skills than by playing high school sports?
Where we have coaches who mentor us, teammates who become our best friends, memories we'll never forget.
And important life lessons ingrained in us forever.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character for life. This is what education-based athletics are all about. This is your IHSAA.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors. For 1951 cabinetry, visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or drexelin.com.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
We don't make them anymore very much. We're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it. Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Yeah. The Panama Canal. Of course. Who should have control of it? China or us? I would argue it should be us. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Just one of the many, many things discussed in the speech last night that had an overarching theme of, we could have done this stuff anytime. Just some people weren't interested in actually doing the stuff. I mean, on the border, he flat out said it. But that's the theme. These things are possible. These things are capable. Well, look what we can do. Look what we can be about. All we have to do is go do it. An outrageously positive speech, received in a positive manner. And as much as the speech discussed, really it's the reaction from Democrats who could not even cheer a 13-year-old who had overcome brain cancer. No. Progressive left. No, you did not. No, you cannot. And I don't want to hear from the chirping class of Indiana progressives who want to somehow say, well, but Trump, 13-year-old overcomes brain cancer, wants to be a cop, is in the uniform. His dad is lifting him up like it's the Lion King, and Democrats did not clap their hands. The visual alone means you don't win in 2026. You might not win in 2028, although that's still a little bit out. That visual is going to get used against every Democrat everywhere. Was Andre Carson in the room? Did Congressman Andre Carson applaud a 13-year-old overcoming brain cancer, wanting to be a cop, and actually having Donald Trump, the president, say, you're officially now a member of the Secret Service? And there was Scott Curran, the director of the Secret Service, giving him his credentials. The 13-year-old, Scott Curran was the guy in the sunglasses when Trump got shot. He was there, Secret Service. The 13-year-old, DJ, right? That's the kid's name, DJ, giving Curran a hug. There's not a dry eye anywhere in America. And there's the Democratic Party sitting on their hands. You guys are never going to win. Never. To all the Indiana Democrats, you're never going to win. John Zodi let you down. Mike Schmuel let you down. This new crop that you keep running for office has let you down. You have not figured it out. You're never going to win. You want to follow that national insanity? Okay. I can't. You can't be helped. Good Lord. Democrats are going to lose elections all over the country. I want to keep an eye on one thing. If you would help me out with this, I'd appreciate it. Let's keep an eye on all the resignations or the people choosing not to run for re-election in the Democratic Party starting from now. Not just Gary Peters of Michigan and Tina Smith from Minnesota, those two senators. Democrats, start now. Let's see who says, I'm done here. It's going to be a bunch of them. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You got rain. Like you got rain right now. Rain can bring roof leaks. And you might not be aware that it's happening. You got the strong winds, the heavy rain. It can expose hidden damage, leading to costly water issues inside your home. And the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. So the water is going to seep into the attic, the walls, the insulation. You've got mold, rot, structural damage. You don't have to have it happen. Talk to Moss Roofing. MOSS, mossroofing.com. Family company, free inspection. Small leak, bigger roofing concern, whatever it is, the expert teams over at Moss Roofing will assess the damage, provide you with reliable, cost-effective solutions. Over 35 years of experience, they know how to protect your home. So talk to Moss Roofing today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing. 747-3665 or online at Moss. MOSS. mossroofing.com. Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
It's a rainy day, Tony, and we look at northbound 65. So far, so good. As far as your trip coming up from Franklin to 465 on the south side, that's 14 minutes at the moment. And then continuing into the south split from 465 on the south side, that's going to be an additional 4. So no problems here. Just a usual day. The people down in Johnson County here so far. That can change. If it does, I'll let you know. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Indianapolis roads, a total disaster. Some of the worst potholes in America. Am I right?
A car on Keystone Avenue just fell into one the size of a swimming pool.
Disgraceful. These roads should be great again. But right now, they look like the surface of the moon.
Suspension repair shops are making a fortune.
Rigged system. But Matt Bear, he's the guy to trust. Tremendous at avoiding these disasters. Just tremendous.
Matt Bear, making your commute great again. Mornings and afternoons on 93 WIBC.
When you're running a small business, every dollar counts. And there's lots of ways you could try saving money, like, say, subletting half your office to an exotic pet shop, or downsizing your fleet of catering trucks to a fleet of catering scooters. Or you could try a smarter way to save. Switch to Comcast Business Mobile. It could save you up to 70% on business wireless compared to AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and save you the hassle of having a parrot as your desk mate. So don't compromise your business to save money. Keep it growing with Comcast Business Mobile, an incredible value and smarter way to save. Comcast Business Mobile, powering smarter savings, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Compares weighted average of providers based on optimized pricing. Comcast Business Internet required. Reduced speeds after data usage included with plan. Savings may vary.
Applied Innovation has made a lot of IT directors happy with their managed print services offering. Listen to a few of them talk about Applied Innovation. Chris Pfeiffer, IT Director for Doran Mayhew.
So we were able to reduce the number of machines that we use, but increase their capacity. And then basically we cut our managed print services bill in half by doing that.
Applied Innovation customer Linda Philly Watson, Director of IT at LaSalle Bristol.
The devices are well managed, they're well maintained, well supported, and that's less time for me. More time for me to spend on other projects, on other priorities.
Applied Innovation customer Craig Gilliam, IT Director for Suncoast Skin Solutions.
I think it's just the simplicity of everything. They're quick, fast, and so if you need any help, they're on the spot.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
You want to listen all day to WIBC, but you don't always have time. Don't worry. There's a podcast for that. The WIBC Mashup. Daily highlights from your favorite hosts, Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, and Hammer and Nigel. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This just in, the Abraham Accords worked. Everyone who said you can't have deals between Israel and Morocco and Israel and the UAE, you can't do any of this. My gosh, you're just going to exacerbate tensions in the region. You can't move the embassy to Jerusalem, even though Jerusalem's the capital of Israel, always has been, always will be, for now through the end of time. My gosh, it'll just exacerbate tensions. Trade between Israel and the UAE, $3.24 billion in 2024. Up 10% from 2023. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Between Israel and Bahrain, $108 million. An increase of 843% from 2023. Israel and Morocco, $109 million. An uptick of 40%. Israel and Egypt, $579 million, up 31%. Israel and Jordan, $477 million, up 7%. Got mentioned in the speech last night. The Abraham Accords are indeed working. Not everything has to revolve around what's happening with a group of terrorists in Gaza. And they are terrorists. And the quote-unquote Palestinians support them. And it doesn't matter how many whiteboards Rashida Tlaib is holding up like a fool. Did you see the Democrats holding the signs? Right? Rashida Tlaib had started that in the speech by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. I was at the speech. I was in the room. There in the gallery when that speech took place. She's holding up this sign. War criminal. And Democrats were now holding up these signs like, look at me, I'm resisting. Feel my resistance as I resist you. These people are embarrassing. They're embarrassing. And the Democratic Party, MSNBC, Simone Sanders, and Michael Steele, oh, they noticed.
You, Simone.
Can we talk about it?
The bingo signs were killing me. I don't know who thought up the bingo signs, but they should be fired.
Michael, this is an indictment, in my opinion, on the Democratic leadership. I talked to a lot of members during they was texting. The staff were on my phones and they were calling. And I think the best way to describe it is the Democratic leadership said they didn't want disruptions and they wanted people to attend and bring a guest and they wanted, little business as usual, and we're fighting back in other ways. There is a palpable disgust, as Claire said, from not just the members but their constituents. And it's like a pot, as someone described it to me, that's boiling and it's about to bubble over. If you do not allow the members a space to release valve, it's going to bubble over. And the visuals are not taking back the House in 2026. Not these visuals. Where's the signs? Put the signs up, folks,
dry
please.
erase board.
They know that the Democratic Party screwed it all up. They know. They are fully aware that the Democratic Party, the response is, the visual cannot be wiped away. It is there for forever. And they looked the fool. They're fully aware of that. Did Trump actually do what he set out to do? Well, I think there's a question of what he set out to do. And I think it's important that we are clear on that subject. It is very obvious after review that Trump's plan was to say, this is different, this is better, let me prove it, now let me actually get to work. And he succeeded in all those points. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
What's happening, Tony? Looking at northbound 65, it's slow out of the North Split to Meridian Penn. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146 and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Life is busy enough without plumbing problems. That's why you need an expert to fix it right the first time. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it. And we'll always give you honest advice at a fair price. That's the LD Smith Plumbing Promise. Call today for $50 off any plumbing repair, big or small.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Hey guys, let's talk about feeling your best. If you don't feel that same energy, strength, you're moody, or it seems you've lost your drive with your partner, it could be low T. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer, and you'll find true experts at Low T Center. Getting tested is fast and easy. They're not all the same. Don't settle for a standard dosage TRT program.
Learn about personalized therapy at a Low T Center near you. LowTCenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Cold weather brings hot savings at Tom Roush Lincoln. Select 2024 Lincoln Navigators, now $12,000 off, and get 0% for 72 months. How about an all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus, now $6,000 off with rates starting at 4.9% for 60 months. So get in on those hot savings at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Lincoln Navigator MSRP $104,825. Lincoln Nautilus MSRP $61,695. Offers going on now. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platform.
From a fast break to recovery, Indiana hospitals are here for every Hoosier, regardless of their ability to pay. That's why we're teaming up with legislators on a winning playbook to lower costs and protect access to care across our communities. Because good policy doesn't leave anyone on the sidelines. Learn more at HoosierLifeline.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Dents happen. There's a whole lot of stuff that can mess up the look of your vehicle. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal. PDR is paintless dent removal that saves your factory finish and is way less invasive than traditional body shop repairs. And it's faster too, sometimes same day. Google Kill a Dent Removal and check out the reviews and photos. Then schedule your repair. Hail baseballs, kids, fender benders, shopping carts, flying cows, angry X's, and anything else that leaves dents. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal.
Coming up in 2 minutes, there was a double murder in a quiet central Indiana neighborhood this morning, what police are saying. There's a wintry mix on the way that you need to be aware of in reaction to President Trump's speech. Those stories and more after Fox News. From the Technology Recycler Studios on a Wednesday morning, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
America is back. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what President Trump told us last night.
America's momentum is back. Our spirit is back. Our pride is back. Our confidence is back.
Saying in an hour, 40-minute address before a joint session of Congress, he's accomplished more in 6 weeks than other presidents in 4 years, delivering on what he called an election mandate.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
And as Democrats booed the president, some holding up signs fast and false, and this is not normal, Republicans drowned them out with that USA chant. But then Democratic Congressman Al Green got loud, shouting at the president, waving his cane.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Then House Speaker Mike Johnson had Green removed, prompting the president to say there's nothing that he can say in his speech to make the Democrats happy.
Or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
After he was finished,
Senator Alyssa Slotkin gave the Democratic response.
Don't tune out. It's easy to be exhausted, but America needs you now more than ever. If previous generations had not fought for this democracy, where would we be today?
Slotkin said Ronald Reagan would be appalled at Trump's approach to stopping Russia's war in Ukraine.
As Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Well, days after the White House confrontation, President Trump read a letter during the speech sent by Ukraine's leader, Volodymyr Zelensky.
Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts.
Now, the president also announced last night an ISIS terrorist has been captured, believed responsible for the terror attack during the 2021 U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan that killed 13 Americans.
This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A double killing in a quiet neighborhood. It's 51 degrees with light showers on radar in downtown Indianapolis. Your high today is 53. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. 2 men were shot and killed in Brownsburg at about 3 o'clock this morning. Captain Jennifer Barrett says police responded to Acre Avenue near the library where they found the men. She says there will be a heavy police presence in that neighborhood all throughout the morning.
So I would estimate anywhere from 4 to 6 hours at this point. We have notified the school corporation just to let them know about the bus routes. Again, we don't believe that there's a danger to the public at this time.
And police say they do have somebody in custody. We're expecting to hear more soon. Support for the president's speech last night came from where you might expect, and so did the criticism. Here's Chris Davis.
I am a great example of the American dream, and everybody needs to be able to live their American dream, and that's exactly what President Trump is delivering on.
An enthusiastic Representative Rudy Yakum in a video posted to X as he walked into the chamber. Republican lawmakers from Indiana of like mind as they tweeted about the speech. Democrat Andre Carson prefaced many of his tweets tweets with the words fact check, in particular criticizing Trump's comments on Social Security fraud, saying he does not believe such fraud exists. He also says Trump is giving qualified federal workers the boot to replace them with what he says are unqualified MAGA loyalists. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Gusty winds and light rain expected today. Forecaster Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says temperatures will drop and so will the forecast change today.
A cold front's going to pass through during the day, dropping temperatures throughout the day. We'll still have some scattered rain showers throughout, and then as we get into the evening hours, we're going to start approaching that freezing point, and these rain showers will start turning into snow showers.
Updike does not expect the snow to stick, but we could have a little bit of an eventful trip to work on Thursday morning. Police say they're learning more about the confrontation that led to a shooting at the Texas Roadhouse in Indianapolis on Friday. Here's John Herrick.
IMPD says Randy Godfrey got into an argument with Robert Smith in front of his fiancée and 2 kids, which then led Smith to say, "If you have a problem, say something." Godfrey responded by saying, "Well, let's go outside." An off-duty police officer and other restaurant employees tried to break up the fight, but they both ended up outside. Police say Smith shot Godfrey in the Texas Roadhouse parking lot, and Godfrey's fiancée tried to put pressure on Smith's wounds and provide CPR until medics arrived. Godfrey was arrested, and his first court hearing was Tuesday morning. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers are playing well. Tyrese Halliburton is playing great since the All-Star break. He had 28 points in a 115-102 win over the Houston Rockets Tuesday. Number 18, Purdue got past Rutgers with ease, 100-71 on Tuesday, and Oregon beat IU Tuesday 73-64. The loss ends IU's 3-game winning streak. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level on the Go and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Baer.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the west side crash, northbound 465 between Rockville Road and West 10th Street, blocking the right lane, causing a slowdown to Rockville Road. No serious delays right now, but we'll talk again here in about 10 minutes. Northbound 65 slows out of the north split to Meridian Penn, and northbound 65 slow out of the south side after Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage for a limited time. Go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping and code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I just ate a steak.
You did?
Yeah, for the joint address yesterday for Trump. I had some people here, and the grill was fired up, and ribeyes were made to perfection, and I still had some, and so that was breakfast. And I just say that as a reminder that I'm fully aware that my life is pretty good.
Well, I had a steak. I took a steak lunch to my dad on Monday. So right? I had a steak earlier this week as well.
So now you're telling me I remind you of your dad?
Well, I'm just saying that I had a steak with my dad. It was delicious. I don't have any leftovers though. I ate the whole thing. So there you go.
You're a better man than me. I don't know what to say at that moment. Tara Hastings, she has got your weather.
Yes, hey, good morning. We are starting off very mild here. We've already reached our high temperature for the day. Temperatures will fall this afternoon into the 40s. We'll look for mostly cloudy skies, a few scattered showers. It is going to be a bit windy as well. Could see winds gusting 25, 30 miles per hour. Tonight, scattered rain changing over to a few snow showers. Less than an inch accumulation likely, and it's going to be chilly. We'll fall to about 29. Look for partly cloudy skies on Thursday, a bit breezy, and then highs only around 42 on Thursday. Could see some more scattered rain or snow showers possible on Friday with highs near 44. Was that a balloon?
No, it's actually a bird of prey, according to my soundboard. I didn't have anything to boo you with for the terrible weather report.
Oh.
So I went with the bird of prey.
Okay.
It was either that or the
fair.
goat.
Good Lord.
I should have gone with the goat. I'm not going to lie.
The goat was better.
Or it could have gonged you off. And then everybody would be singing, "Get down, get down."
Yeah, we don't want that. No, we don't want that. You're booing me because of the 40s? Is that why?
Yeah, just like this is the high, and then everything else today is just gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. But can I give you a little? It is going to look much better next week. 60s. Meow. Was that a cat?
It was a cat. Yes, it was.
It's awful.
I just went full Brooklyn Nine-Nine on you right there. So that's that. So it is going to get better. That's basically what you're telling me.
That is correct. Next week, it's going to get
Very
better. Mm-hmm. Get through the next couple of.
I forget
You're
I
way
have
too
this
much fun
page.
with the soundboard. Carl,
I know. I
take
forget
the soundboard away.
I've got like 120 sounds, and I've got this page of stuff that like doesn't even make any sense. Right?
That sounds like a horn on my kid's toys or something.
That's exactly what it was. It was Tara's Kids Toys horn. That was the name of the sound. How'd you know?
I know these things.
You do. You truly do. Tara Hastings, I have to go do radio now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wish TV meteorologist appreciated. 48 degrees and the rain. Drive safe, everybody. It's 48 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09. So there's a group that's going to spend about $30 million to develop part of the Capitol Center property. Right? This is at 251 North Illinois, and then another tower at 201 North Illinois. And these are going to be converted into a hotel. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. 120 to 130 rooms, and it's going to take up 90,000 square feet of the currently vacant office space. If we now have the Intercontinental, which is built by Keystone Group, and we now have this, why in the world did the city of Indianapolis feel the need to be the ones to build the Signia? I'm not opposed to the hotel being built. That's not my argument. I'm opposed to a city building a hotel. Just like I was opposed to what took place with Carmel and the Carmichael. Gorgeous, beautiful. And they've got the whole lounge there and the cabaret thing, whatever you want to call it. And people go, and I'm glad that they go. But there was no private builder. It had to be the city on the hook. This is always my question, always my conversation. A cost overruns and no one cared in Carmel. What about the cost overruns going on with the city? Developers couldn't get the funding. The city's like, we'll take care of it. It couldn't have waited another year. I'm not saying we didn't want the hotel. I'm saying the city shouldn't be building hotels. It seems that there are plenty of groups more than happy to do some construction in downtown. Clearly taking a look at the problems and saying the state is so well run, we could figure it out. One of the people not running anything well is Congressman Andre Carson, who during the joint address by President Trump yesterday shared with you on the Twittix doozies like Trump and Musk are dismantling the federal government by firing essential government employees and replacing them with unqualified MAGA loyalists. This is a dictatorship, not efficiency. Would you stop it, sir? Honestly, on a scale of 1 to ridiculous. The dictatorship thing, that's what you're going for? Can't you just call bigots like Rashida Tlaib your sister and leave it at that? Do you have to add this to it? Trump lied saying he would not touch Social Security, but now he and Musk are trying to destroy it. Musk calls it the biggest Ponzi scheme ever, but the fraud he's talking about simply does not exist. Americans deserve better. Can't look at Social Security? Can't notice that it won't be there for other generations? Can't notice that we created this huge entitlement and maybe we can do better? Can't look at it? If you do, you understand how bad you and your party looked yesterday, right, Congressman? Do you understand how absolutely ridiculous you looked yesterday? Your party looked yesterday, I should say. Let me ask you, when you're screaming about Elon Musk, that also means you can't stand up for an 18-year-old who makes it into West Point? Is that what it means? When you're there screaming and yelling about Elon Musk, because that's all you know how to talk about. Obviously, not much can be processed at one time. That's why you couldn't stand up to give your respects to the family of Laken Riley, murdered by an illegal immigrant. You couldn't do that. You couldn't stand up for Laken Riley's family, could you? No, but you had plenty of time for this. Are you done embarrassing Indianapolis yet, Congressman? Are you done? Are you finished? Could you, maybe this term, in this career, given to you by your grandmother, could you maybe do some work? Could you maybe not embarrass us? Could you not be, just now, for this term, finally, at long last, not be the shame of Indianapolis, Indiana? Could you do that? Could you try? Could you try to actually be normal and focus on things that people are talking about? Could you do that, sir? Just once, just now. Can you do that? Can you leave all this partisan hackery garbage behind? And could you, just this one time, show some respect for a family that had their daughter raped and murdered? Show some respect for a 13-year-old boy who beat brain cancer and wants to be a police officer. For the young man who sees a value in serving his country and now gets to go to West Point. Could you? Could you stop engaging in the nonsense claptrap that cost your party election after election? And could you, just this one time, actually do something that makes Indianapolis proud? That would be great. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northbound 465 on the west side. Crash after Rockville Road before 10th. 2 right lanes are blocked, stopping traffic back to Rockville Road. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s, WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
When is the right time to file for Social Security? Well, that's a difficult decision today. You have to consider that Social Security is running out of money. You also need to consider the tax hit on your benefits and your IRA and 401k withdrawals. And finally, you should consider your spousal benefits. If you don't consider all these things, you could leave a lot of money on the table.
Bill Demery, your retirement guy. He's going to show you how you could get the most income from Social Security with a free, customized Social Security analysis. So if you've saved more than $200,000, but you've not yet filed for Social Security, schedule your free analysis right now by calling Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, my retirement guy. He should be your retirement guy. 317-648-5120.
I will never forget the day we found out my brother needed a heart transplant. Sure, you hear about people needing an organ sometimes, but it doesn't feel real until you're the one waiting. I tell you, we're just thankful. God answered our prayers. But my brother wouldn't be alive today without that transplant. That's why I signed up to be an organ donor at the BMV, because I want to be the answer to someone else's prayers.
Sign up to be an organ donor. Say yes the next time you're at the BMV.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today.
Discover cancer care that empowers you at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center. Our multidisciplinary care team will guide you every step along the way.
It was very overwhelming at first, but I found this whole community of people who are understanding and just very supportive. So I have a lot of thankfulness and gratefulness for who I am through this and after this.
Learn more at ecommunity.com/cancer.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
A tradition of excellence over 150 years in the making. At Busey Bank, we're committed to building relationships that span generations. Wherever your journey in life leads you, we are with you along the way, creating a legacy for you and your family. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Get C&J's 6-point well inspection for the low price of only $285, and if you book now, you get double value from it because that $285 can also be used as a credit towards any other purchase above $900 for things like well cleaning, pump replacement, tank installation, or a new hydrant. This is Denny Smith, and you need to get this winter special before the season's in deep freeze. Just call C&J. Great systems and great people, too. 317-852-WELL. That's 317-852-WELL.
Written by ChatGPT. I mean, that's Jake said that. I was thinking fifth verse, same as first, second, third, fourth. Willie, there were the insults, there were the taunts, there were the exaggerations. There was a partisanship, top to bottom. There was the personal attacks.
Okay, producer Carl, I'm in. I'm done. That is Joe Scarborough, who used to host the intellectual show that was Morning Joe on MSNBC, saying of Trump's speech last night, it sounded like ChatGPT. Oh, my gosh. No one is saying that. No one is saying that. So if we have to now take this morning show and revamp it as a television show that will be on radio to take down this absolute tool, I'm in. I'm good. I'm set. We'll reset the whole studio here. We'll do it Morning Joe style, except we'll actually talk about things that are important and not made up in our heads. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You in or you out, producer Carl? You in or you out?
I'm in.
Hot diggity dog. Sponsorships now available because Carl likes to get paid. Really? Who gave you sound effect permission?
I think you did.
When did I saw no memo? All I know is producer Carl's feeling way too comfortable, and the smackdown may need to come. For you, I have the popcorn moment. Let's go. There it is. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. There were moments in this speech. I mean, Trump was just hitting people over the head. He was clear and he was focused about the border, about bringing back a if you will, a swagger to the country. He did engage some level of economics and did talk about things like eggs.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. It never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
To acknowledge it, I thought was important and valuable. It is on the economy, oddly enough. It's the only place where in this whole speech you could say he could take a hit. Because inflation is still there. Prices have not come down. He was a guy who said day one. It's the only place where he can take a hit. It's the only place where Democrats can punch. And they don't seem to be willing, or capable, I should say, of doing it well. If they won't admit that egg prices are because the Biden administration killed chickens and egg-laying hens, if they can't honestly address that, what would make me think they could actually handle the rest? Because America sees through it. But one of the great lines, oh, good Lord, he was in rare form last night.
I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict
Didn't mean
in
to
Ukraine
mess that up.
to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
So, to understand what just happened, Trump is discussing wanting to bring an end to the war, discussing how America has helped Ukraine. It is the only time the Democrats clapped. And when he looks over, because the Democrats did not move except to put up their dumb signs, they're applauding the war. And he said, you want this to go on for another 5 years? And they're still clapping. And he says, Pocahontas says yes, meaning Senator Elizabeth Warren. When I say he was in rare form, even for him, good gosh. That was, it was for MAGAville, that's a big laugh line right there. Matt Bear has traffic. What's going on, Matt?
West side crash northbound 465 before 10th. Two right lanes are blocked. Traffic is stopped back to Washington Street. Westbound 70 going away from Indianapolis out in Hendricks County. This is stopped traffic. County Road 525 east to State Road 39. Inbound 69 on the northeast side. 3-minute delay, 106 282nd. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road North, Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel Show, 3:06 this afternoon. We will recap the Donald Trump speech last night. We got tons of highlights for you. And the Tonus, Tony Kennett, will join us, 93 WIBC.
You've got unclaimed property, right? So basically there is some cash out there that some business or some agency or some company couldn't get back to you. You know what they do with that money? They send it to the Attorney General and say, you figure it out. And so the Attorney General's office has got it figured out. You go to indianaunclaimed.gov, you put in some basic information. It's totally free to do. Search for yourself, and the next thing you know, you might find your cash. I've done it. Producer Carl has done it. You can do it too. You've got $1 million in unclaimed property being reunited with Hoosiers each and every week. You're talking about over $800 million across the country waiting to be claimed. And it's fast. It's easy. It's free to search at indianaunclaimed.gov. Very easy to use. Go to indianaunclaimed.gov or text the word money to 46220 to search. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself. Search for your loved ones or for your business. indianaunclaimed.gov.
Well, sure. Of course, we're all excited that spring is almost here in central Indy. But this month, when the weather still can't make up its mind and it's going back and forth between warm and cold, Hoosiers get a very specific type of roadway March Madness. It's called potholes. And they're a pain. But you know what? It's one of the reasons why I'm a AAA member. Peace of mind for the roadside assistance. I've had flat tires on the side of the road because of potholes. AAA has been there for me every time.
And if you're having tire issues, AAA's got you covered with their mobile tire service, My Pit Crew. They bring the tire shop to you. I've used this service before, and now that I got my two boys driving, this service protects the whole family. So if you don't have a spare, My Pit Crew from AAA, these guys are the best. MyPitCrew.com. You pick out the tires and schedule the install. Join AAA today. AAA members get a discount on My Pit Crew. You can get a AAA membership by calling 844-GO-AAA-GO or stop by any AAA office. AAA.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
If you used to hear a whole lot of this, but now you can barely hear this, you need to check out RelayIndiana.com and CapTel, the caption telephone. CapTel allows you to get your groove back when using the telephone. It uses voice recognition technology so you can read on a bright screen what the other caller is saying. Go to RelayIndiana.com and add clarity back into your conversations with CapTel, the caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors. For 1951 cabinetry, visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or DrexelIN.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Homicide detectives are busy in Brownsburg. It's 48 degrees on Monument Circle. There's a light rain in downtown Indianapolis. Your high today is 60. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Two men were shot and killed in Brownsburg at about 3 o'clock this morning. Captain Jennifer Barrett says the cops responded to Acre Avenue, right by the library, where they found the men. She added that there will be a heavy police presence this morning.
So I would estimate anywhere from 4 to 6 hours at this point. We have notified the school corporation just to let them know about the bus routes. Again, we don't believe that there's a danger to the public at this time.
And police say they do have somebody in custody, but they're still looking into this. President Trump delivered a speech to a joint session of Congress on Tuesday and was applauded by some Hoosier lawmakers like Congressman Rudy Yocum.
I grew up delivering newspapers so I could help my family, started my own lawn mowing business so I could make something of myself. I am a great example of the American dream, and everybody needs to be able to live their American dream.
In a video posted to X right before the speech, the president also spoke about Social Security fraud, and he says that was uncovered by the Department of Government Efficiency. Democratic Congressman Andre Carson tweeted that he doesn't think there's fraud like that going on. Elon Musk, senior advisor to the president of Doge, speaking or will speak to congressional Republicans later today about cuts made by DOJ. Tennessee Republican Congressman Andy Ogles.
Some of the spending that the president pointed out was an absolute waste and a disgrace, just like the Democratic Party, and they didn't have an answer for that.
And Democrats view DOJ as an overreach by the president and Elon Musk. If you're a man or a boy who thinks that they're a woman or a girl, then Governor Mike Braun has a message. He delivered that message through executive order, and it says that women can't play in men's sports.
It follows Braun's landmark executive order to expand paid parental and childbirth recovery leave for women on Monday. Protecting opportunities in women's sports directs Indiana's public universities to follow the 2020 Title IX rule rather than the 2024 Biden administration update, which extended protections based on gender identity. The executive orders to ensure female athletes in college sports aren't required to compete against biological males. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indianapolis is being sued by 2 kayakers who drowned in the White River last year. Here's Harrison Silcox.
Marcus Robinson and Solomon Shirley drowned after kayaking over a low-head dam in the White River in April of 2024. Their bodies were found about a week after they were reported missing, and now the estates of both Robinson and Shirley are suing Indianapolis. The lawsuit claims some sort of warning signs should have been posted to let people know about the potential dangers that lie ahead. Wish TV is also reporting that Indianapolis was given $750,000 in grant money to remove that dam, but as of this month, it's still there. Harrison Silcox, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
They call Wayne Gretzky the great one in hockey, but he's in danger of having his record broken. Washington Capitals star Alexander Ovechkin is just 11 goals shy of passing Wayne Gretzky for most goals in NHL history. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Pacers fought off the Houston Rockets on Tuesday, 115-102. After blowing a 17-point lead and falling behind in the fourth quarter, the Pacers locked in defensively.
That's why I love this game, man. It's a mental battle. I think some frustrating things happened, throughout the first half and a little in the second half, but that's what makes a greater players in this league, just the ability just to put that stuff behind you and keep going.
And that's center Miles Turner, who scored 16 points as the Pacers prepared to head to Atlanta for games Thursday and Friday against the Hawks. Number 18, Purdue beat Rutgers 100-71. The Boilermakers 1-2 punch of Fletcher Lawyer and Braden Smith each scored 23 points. And IU's winning streak at 3, it's over. The Hoosiers lost to Oregon on Tuesday, 73-64. IU plays Ohio State in Bloomington on Saturday, and the Big Ten Women's College Basketball Tournament gets underway in downtown Indianapolis today. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the Level on the Go and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Exit on the west side, northbound 465 before West 10th Street. Blocking the right lane as a crash. Traffic stop and go back to Washington Street. Hendricks County, we're working on this now. It's westbound 70 before State Road 39, a 2.5-mile backup going for a 23-minute delay. This is because of an incident blocking the right lane just before State Road 39 on westbound 70. Could be a crash. It looks like several vehicles behind an emergency vehicle right now. Again, traffic stopped from State Road 39 back to County Road 525 East. Again, 23-minute delay. South side crash, northbound 65 before Raymond on the left shoulder, slow to 465, 4-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146 and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:37.
My brother never checks on Dad. Or my sister won't make time to take Mom to the doctor. Are these things you've heard yourself say? This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I have a caregiving tip for you. Stay tuned.
Cardon and Associates offers the finest senior living options tailored to your loved one's needs. Reservations are now being accepted for new apartments at Copper Trace in Westfield. Visit cardon.com.
Expressing anger or resentment toward unsupportive siblings can cause unmendable rifts in relationships. Don't try to control everyone else. You can only control yourself. The success of your caregiving journey does not rest on others. So enjoy the time with your loved one. This is your special time with them. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access the library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Whenever I'm out a wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, it is perfectly cheesy. It's cute. And everybody needs one. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I'm looking at all sorts of things. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. I'm looking at cool stuff, interesting stuff, odd stuff, strange stuff, weird stuff, stuff I'd buy, stuff I'd sell, everything. The Marketplace brought to you by the Attorney General's office. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov. Search for yourself, for your loved ones, for your business. See if you have some cash waiting for you. The Attorney General may have your loot and be like, hey, here's your loot. indianaunclaimed.gov. Check it out for yourself, indianaunclaimed.gov. Today, Matt Bear, on the Marketplace, you can find the full listing over at WIBC.com. I bring you a cheese board.
Oh, okay, for charcuterie.
Well, this one is really just for cheese. Charcuterie board would be something different. That's where you would add the meats and go totally unkosher.
No, it's getting expensive.
Oh, just in boards alone, not even the salamis.
I know, right?
The secret to a good salami? Cured.
Okay. How does this work with your rabbi?
Honestly, I don't tell him.
Okay, all right. Well, that's smart. Don't tell him.
Listen, the less Ben knows, the better. And he knows it, and I know it, and Hashem knows it, and that's that. I've got my problems. The last thing I need to do is bring my rabbi into it, just so he can look at me disappointingly again.
Don't tell my rabbi, hey, the recipe to great salami. Here it is.
Right. I never, he's mad at me because I never invite him when I make pulled pork. He's very.
What?
I want to practice. So, okay. I am not kosher. Oddly enough, my kids are, which is super cool. I shouldn't say oddly enough, like good for them. I'm the one failing. And so I as a fan of the smoked meats, I want to get better at certain things. And one of the things I don't ever get to work on is pork shoulder or pork butt and really kind of figure out ways to make that work and make that sing. And I want to. But I'm the only one who'll eat. No one in the family will eat it.
No.
So what do I do?
Well, maybe it's not very good.
I haven't made it because they won't eat it. It's not that if I made it, they'd be like, I'm sorry, Lord. And then they'd eat the pork, and they don't want to do that, so I don't do that.
How do they react to your brisket?
Oh, dear Lord. They leave money to me in their wills.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's how good.
They set up a trust fund for you.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Put a little back for your college degree.
Yep. I get access when I'm 65.
Oh,
Can't wait. Can't wait. But this, if we can get back to focus, please. This is not a charcuterie board. This is a cheese board. And it's like a little paddle, and it's plastic. And then it's got an inset that's porcelain. Or ceramic, I should say, sorry. And it says the cheese connoisseur, and it's a mouse wearing some kind of regal garb and carrying a cheese and what looks like either an onion or a pumpkin.
This mouse is like fit to be in a royal court somewhere.
Right.
He's like holding this 5-star meal in his hands on this beautiful plate. I have a lot of respect for what's going on.
So my question to you, Matt Bear, is,
sure.
We know that mice love cheese. If I'm going to eat cheese, do I want to be reminded of rodents?
Yeah, I don't. Well, this isn't like a dead rat on the paddle here. This is just, it's a cute little mouse. It's like even more adorable than a Mickey type of thing.
All I know is this mouse's eyes are closed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this mouse is walking or laying down because it is indeed a drawing, a rendering of a dead mouse.
Its eyes are closed, but that doesn't mean it's dead. My eyes close every night, twice a day.
It is Schrodinger's mouse at this moment. It is both alive and dead until it opens its eyes or doesn't.
Zombie mouse.
It is zombie mouse.
Yeah.
Do you want to serve cheese on a zombie mouse?
Serve cheese off a yellow paddle. That's what I want to do.
So you're saying that, by the way, it comes with the knife. It comes with the knife, and it is magnetic, so it just clicks right on there.
Now we're having fun.
So the question is, for $25, are you getting this 12x7 paddle that I assume you can also use for extracurricular activities?
No, if it doesn't come with this. Thank you, traffic. Can I have another? If it doesn't come with a salami, no, I don't want it for $25.
Phrase it.
Well, we're kind of in the vortex here,
So I think it's cool. I think it's fun. It's yellow. It's right, cheese and all that jazz. I just feel a little odd about my cheeses and being commingled with anything rodent-esque. Like I would not take cheese, for example, served to me by a capybara.
I don't know what that is, and I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it's a giant rodent.
Oh,
ew.
Ooh.
It is. I mean, when I say like you can put a saddle on a capybara.
Oh, you're talking about that Stephen King book with the giant rat that's down there with the cloth makers, and the giant rat tries to eat everybody. It's a horror film. It's Stephen King. You're talking about a rat like that. Comes out and gnaws on your face.
What are you even talking about?
You never saw that movie? It's a movie about a giant rat. It's like an overnight shift, and they're in this factory den type of cave, and there's this giant rat. That's the bad guy. That's the antagonist, and it just starts eating everybody.
Can I ask you a question, Matt?
Sure, yeah, please.
You think we've known each other a long time?
Longer than anybody I've known my life, Tony.
So you think like we've been through some battles together. We traveled to Cleveland together for the RNC. You've produced this show for a short while. We've talked. We've chatted. We've rapped. Matt Bear, true? Would you say that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do you think I'm the kind of guy who ever saw that movie about the rat?
It's not a B movie. It's a studio movie. It's not like Troll 2 or something found footage. I mean, this is a real thing. It has a monstrous rat that's giant, just like the one you're talking about.
The only movies I watch with rats are mafia films. That's it. Gosh. Anyway, $25 and the cheese plate is yours.
Thank
right?
you, Carl.
Who decided he could do sound effects?
I'm just
not.
I do traffic.
Yeah. Stick to what you know. Anyway, it's there on the marketplace. And that is, of course, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5. What's up, Matthew?
West Side crash northbound 465 before West 10th Street. Right lane blocked because of a crash. Traffic jammed up to Washington Street for a 3-minute delay. In Hendricks County, going away from Indianapolis, this is westbound 70. And instead, we're trying to figure it out. It's either a crash or stall of some sorts, but the right lane is blocked on westbound 70 before State Road 39. Traffic is backed up for almost 3 miles for a 30-minute delay, making us strongly consider US 40 as a reroute. South side crash northbound 65 before Raymond Street. It's on the left shoulder, slowing traffic back to 465. And the north split slow on westbound 70 over the flyover to Meridian Penn. That also backs up northbound 6570 to Michigan Street. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Kendall and Casey.
This is a bill that prohibits minors under 16 from using social media without parental permission.
This is an example of government trying to resolve a problem that they have no business being in, which is how you parent your kid. If you want your kid to be on social media, that's your right as a parent. You dictate that.
Kendall and Casey, weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Hey, it's Matt Bear. Warm weather is coming. Had a little yesterday. And now's the time to help your house find the fountain of roof. Call Conquering Exteriors to beat the spring rush. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and more. My friends at Conquering Exteriors will give you a free consultation with options to meet your budget, and all without the high pressure of gimmicky sales tactics. Over 10,000 satisfied area customers, a lifetime workmanship warranty. That's why Conquering Exteriors is the choice for roof repair. Visit ConqueringExteriors.com. That's ConqueringExteriors.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Maybe you're not as confident with your wealth management planner, not like you used to be. That's okay. I'd like to suggest getting a second opinion from the fiduciary team at Trajan Wealth. Matt Bear here. Hey, Trajan Wealth's core philosophy of low cost, loyalty, and efficiency reflects Who's Your Values. It differentiates Trajan from their competitors. Set up your first consultation and let them get to know you. Call 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com to set your first consultation. It's free. One size does not fit all when it comes to wealth management plans, and the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth, they know this. Let the Trajan team work with you on a fully customized financial portfolio tailor-made to your retirement. Call the financial experts at Trajan Wealth, 317-480-4040, or visit TrajanWealth.com. Remember, your first consultation is on them. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Never miss your favorite shows on WIBC. Get your content to go. Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, Hammer and Nigel, Tony Kennett, The Gun Guy, Home and Garden. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're preparing for retirement, navigating a life transition, or simply wondering if you're on the right path, Howard Bailey Financial is here to help. Together, we'll work on a personalized plan designed to bring greater clarity to your goals and help you approach decisions with confidence. It's not just about numbers, it's about the life you want to lead and the legacy you want to leave behind. With over 20 years of experience, Howard Bailey Financial has been dedicated to guiding individuals as they work toward taking control of their financial future and finding peace of mind. Text PATH to 888-262-1104 to download a free retirement toolkit and start planning for the retirement you've dreamed of. Howard Bailey Financial, helping you turn hope into a plan and dreams into reality. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Cold weather brings hot savings at Tom Roush Lincoln. Select 2024 Lincoln Navigators now $12,000 off and get 0% for 72 months. How about an all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus now $6,000 off with rates starting at 4.9% for 60 months. So get in on those hot savings at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fishers.
Lincoln Navigator MSRP 104,825. Lincoln Nautilus MSRP 61,695. Offers going on now. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
If you love spring and Indy but hate the paint, do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Visit Rhino Shield's booth at the Flower and Patio Show and learn about their 25-year transferable warranty protection. Plus, receive a free prize.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that.
It was one after another, and he was looking directly at the political left, the Democrats on that side of the aisle, and he said at the beginning of the speech, I could announce the cure for the worst disease ever, and these people still won't appreciate it. He set the stage, and the progressive left proved him right. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning, good to be with you. All they did, they had these little signs. I mean, oh, sure, you had Representative Al Green actually get thrown out of the chamber. I'll discuss that. But they were holding up these little signs, false, and Musk steals, and Rashida Tlaib, she had this whiteboard like she's Karl Rove, right? She was writing little notes and holding them up as if President Trump was reading them. So I got my whiteboard out with a note for Rashida Tlaib, and it says, hey, Rashida, stop hating Jews. So that's my whiteboard right here. I got a little note here. It says, you too, Ilhan. So I got that going on. And I'm sure that holding up a whiteboard is going to make all the difference. That's what's going to do the trick. Right there. Matt Barrett's got traffic.
Westbound 70 Hendricks County, a 3-mile delay between State Road 267 and State Road 39 because of a crash. It blocks the right lane right now, and traffic is backed up again for 3 miles. I consider using US 40 instead. Now, on the west side improvement, northbound 465 before West 10th Street, the crash has cleared the right lane and is now just on the right shoulder, so we're moving a little bit better through this delay. Still slow. Back to Sam Jones Expressway, and southbound 65 stop-and-go traffic before 38th Street Kessler down to 21st. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Have you heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Bruce did.
Well, the project I was wanting to accomplish was my driveway. I wanted to see if I could get something that looked halfway decent, that would last a while. We also had a side patio surface redone.
Garage, basements, patios, sidewalks, driveways, Galaxy will transform your surface in as little as 1 day.
The crew was very, very good, excellent. The end result was just super. It is non-slippable surface. I get this if you want to make sure you're not going to have many people slipping or sliding when it rains.
Commercial or residential, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The end result was just super. It was very easy to keep this surface clean. I had tire tracks all over it, and I just took out my hose, sprayed it down, and it looks just like new again.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and it really is spring cleaning time. A great time to give your carpets some love. They are the largest air filter in your home, and a good spring cleaning can remove the really scary stuff deeply embedded in the fibers. There's a good chance you're breathing unhealthy levels of germs and dirt, dander, and bacteria that just keep recirculating again and again. Well, here's some really great news. Zero Res has a February special of 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning. And with their Gotta Love It guarantee, they're going to make sure your investment with them is a great experience. The Zero Res service is easy to line up. You can go online at zeroresindy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. Mention WIBC, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning. It's Zero Res. Call 317-388-5141. 317-388-5141 or book things online at zeroresindy.com.
When it comes to managed network services and IT support, Applied Innovation is at the top of the list for these Applied Innovation customers. Sean Carnahan, Sales Manager for Adventure Homes.
They do all of our computers, so they take care of all of our issues, anything that comes up with our servers, any tech support, software we need, any equipment we need.
Eric Lane, Director of Information Technology for Raleigh Williams Paint Spot.
Applied Innovation has been very proactive, and they've laid out a plan for here is what we look like today, and here's what we want to look like in 18 months and then going forward. So it's the long-term vision that they have that other companies didn't.
Ashley Crane, IT Director for Belmont Beverage.
They're just a really great company that has a lot to offer to a small IT team like ourselves.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Indianapolis area attorneys. 101 West Ohio Street, Suite 1250, Indianapolis, Indiana 46204.
Coming up in 2 minutes, crime scene tape and the coroner in Brownsburg. What police are saying about a double killing. A wintry mix is on the way. How much snow can you expect? And reaction to President Trump's speech. Those stories and more coming up after Fox News. From the Technology Recyclers Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
It was the longest presidential address before Congress on record. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, an hour and 40 minutes.
To my fellow citizens, America is back.
And President Trump touted what he's done so far in his return.
It has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era.
Citing his work to slash the size and cost of government and saying we're no longer woke.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies.
The president also said his new tariffs will stop the U.S. from being ripped off.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer.
Though he did ask farmers to bear with him that there will be an adjustment period as Trump critics warn of more inflation and economic trouble. Democrats booed the president at times. Some held up signs like false and this is not normal. Congressman Al Green shouted at the president, waving his cane, and then House Speaker Mike Johnson intervened.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
And Green was escorted out, saying after,
I've said I'll accept the punishment, but it's worth it.
In the official Democratic response after the speech, Senator Alyssa Slotkin said,
America wants change, but there's a responsible way to make change and a reckless way.
Warning.
If he's not careful, he could walk us right into a recession.
During the speech, President Trump also read a letter from Ukraine's leader who wrote he's ready to work out a lasting peace deal to end the war with Russia days after the contentious confrontation at the White House. President Trump also announced last night an ISIS terrorist has been captured, believed responsible for the 2021 attack during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan that killed 13 American troops. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz just told Fox.
The president said even to these families at Arlington, we're going to get this guy. We shared the intelligence with Pakistan, and he's rolled up, and he will be tried in a U.S. court.
And he did make an appearance today in Virginia. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why crime scene tape is up in Brownsburg. It's 49 degrees and raining in Indianapolis. The heaviest rain is down south in Bloomington. More on your forecast in a moment. Your high today is 51. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Shots fired and 2 men killed in Brownsburg this morning. It happened at about 3 o'clock, just down the street from the library along Acre Avenue. Captain Jennifer Barrett says that you should stay away from that neighborhood this morning.
So I would estimate anywhere from 4 to 6 hours at this point. We have notified the school corporation just to let them know about the bus routes. Again, we don't believe that there's a danger to the public at this time.
And police do have 1 person in custody. We are expecting to hear more soon. Strong wind and light rain today is what you could expect out of the forecast. As the day goes on, temperatures will drop and we could see a wintry mix tonight.
Yeah, generally we're not looking at too much for accumulations, given that we were in the 60s yesterday, staying in the 50s throughout the night into this morning. Snow that does fall should melt for the most part.
Aaron Updike, a forecaster at the National Weather Service Indianapolis, says temperatures will go right back up this weekend, and by this time next week we'll be in the 70s. Part of President Trump's speech to a joint session of Congress last night held some of Indiana's industries up as an example of how he says tariffs will work. Here's Chris Davis.
One of those was rather obvious.
Already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
The president then talked about how the tariffs might improve the lives of Hoosiers who work in the steel industry.
If we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly we just won't have a country very long.
His point being that tariffs on foreign steel, he believes, will ensure that we manufacture it here in the U.S. Republican Representative Marlin Stutzman tweeted his support for the tariffs, saying Trump's tariffs are bringing jobs back to the crossroads of America, a sentiment not shared by most Democrats. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
An updated version of Indiana's police buffer zone law on Tuesday took an important step forward at the State House.
The law passed in 2023 made it illegal to be within 25 feet of a police officer who was executing the law. Well, in 2024, a federal judge deemed the law unconstitutional. Now, this updated version changes the law's language to say someone is breaking the law if an officer reasonably believes them being within 25 feet of them will interfere with them performing their duties.
And that's Wish TV's Farron Franzak reporting. The Indiana Pacers and guard Tyrese Halliburton came back against the Houston Rockets after blowing a 17-point lead. They held Houston off down the stretch for a 115-102 victory. Halliburton had 28 points and dished out a season-tying 15 assists. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. How the roads looking, Matt Bear?
Crash ahead in Hendricks County. It's westbound 70 before State Road 39 like you're going away from Indianapolis. Crash blocking the right lane, stopping traffic past County Road 525 East. That's about a 3.5 mile delay right now, putting us on US 40. If we're looking for a reroute. Northbound 465 west side, crash clear before West 10th Street. Inbound 65, stop and go traffic in parts from 38th to 221st, a 7-minute delay. Westbound 70 slow from the east side, 465 to Sherman Drive, a 14-minute delay. At inbound 69, stop and go traffic, 116th Street, 282nd. Traffic sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. It matters who does your taxes. Want expert tax prep? Jackson Hewitt will give you $100 to switch. Limited time offer for new clients, participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Hey, good morning. We've already seen our high temperature for the day. We're going to look for scattered showers here, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures fall into the 40s later this afternoon, and it's going to be windy. Could see winds gusting around 30 miles per hour. Later tonight, we'll see some of those scattered rain showers change over to snow. Little to no accumulation expected. It's going to turn chilly with lows near 29. On Thursday, partly cloudy and breezy. Highs only near 42, and some scattered rain and snow showers possible Friday with highs near 44.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. We appreciate it, Tara, as always. We've got ourselves right now, what do we have, 47 degrees? Sounds great. 47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
Well, that's got to be reassuring to the people of Greenland. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Just part of the speech last night, an hour and 40 minutes, and the Democrats had no response and still don't. They know they got beat. They know they got beat. They know they got beat bad. I mean, this was Scott Jennings and David Axelrod on CNN.
And at some point, you got to stop blaming Joe Biden, and you're going to be accountable. And, he must have met Biden a dozen times in the speech.
I mean, the X, I love you. You guys were blaming George W. Bush in year 8 of the Obama presidency.
No, but you know something, Scott? We learned something from that. We learned something from that.
He's been in office for 40-something days. I am hearing a lot of cope. These social issues, you know why he talks about them? Because they work. They're like 80-20 issues, and he's on the right side of them, and Democrats are on the wrong side of them. It worked in the campaign, and nobody, he's not talking about the right things. It worked in the inaugural. It's working in the executive orders. It's why he put it in the speech tonight. And on immigration, you're exactly right. It's his number one achievement so far. The border's effectively closed. The line of the night was they kept saying we need new legislation to secure the border, but it turns out all we really needed was a new president. Without question, in my mind, top scoring line.
And it was. It was the line of the night. But this idea that somehow we can't notice what Joe Biden did, you got to stop blaming Biden. That's from David Axelrod, the Obama advisor, the top of the top. Nothing. Now, I've got some more to break down on this joint address to Congress because it connects to something that Governor Braun did just yesterday. But there are some other stories, like how IndyCar drew over almost 1.5 million viewers on their Fox Sports debut, the most watched series event aside from the Indy 500 on any network since 2011. They have been pushing, and I think the people of IndyCar, whether it's all there because of Roger Penske, if this is Mark Miles, this is Doug Bowles, however you want to see it, the push has been intense to get people to know that IndyCar exists and IndyCar is real. The push has been intense to talk about the Indianapolis 500. Viewership peaked at 1.8 million people, right? Compared to other sporting events, small. The opportunity here, pretty great. I'm happy to see it. And of course, the Indianapolis 500 will be heard right here on 93 WIBC. You are not going to want to miss a single second of the greatest spectacle in racing, and certainly how those guys call it during the race. I get to do the pre-race once again with JMV. Looking forward to that. Spectacular time. You're gonna love it right here on WIBC. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Pardon all the noise, folks, but Harvey and I are here at the State Fairgrounds inside the big building, watching them get ready for the largest gun and knife show east of the Mississippi, the Indy 1500. Oh, Harvey's my 6'4" white rabbit, but nobody can see him but me, though. What's that, Harvey? Oh, Harvey wanted me to tell you there'll be the latest in guns and knives and camo and archery and camping equipment, too, at the big show. Excuse me a second, will you? Hey, Harvey, stay away from that hunting gear. It's liable to fall on you. Well, anyway, bring all your old guns and knives and sell them for cash, or get the best price direct from the manufacturers on all your hunting needs. And now, where did Harvey get off to? Harvey, look out! Well, that reminds me, folks, they'll have wild game recipes for rabbit stew at the show, too.
Celebrity voice and imaginary character impersonated. The Indy 1500 Gun, Knife, and Outdoor Show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State Fairgrounds.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth. Since 1868, member FDIC.
Drip. Drip. Drip.
Annoying, isn't it?
Drip.
It's even worse when it's coming from your fireplace.
Drip.
That water stain on the ceiling isn't going to fix itself. Call Chimney Solutions Indiana. Their certified technicians will make sure your fireplace is ready for reliable comfort this season. Stop the
drip.
Call the experts trusted by thousands of Indiana homeowners. Call Chimney Solutions Indiana at 317-757-6979 or go to chimneyindy.com.
I'll say this. There are no entries in the Hoops Fan Hall of Fame who didn't show up to the game. Yes, you in the back.
Professor, March Madness is coming to Indianapolis. Are we ready?
You prepared to bring the fire? Give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. The NCAA Sweet 16 and Elite 8, March 28th and 30th in Indianapolis. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets. Class dismissed.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Monster delay in Hendricks County. It's westbound 70 and it stretches back from State Road 39 for about 3.5 miles. So the delay comes between State Road 267 and State Road 39. Those are your two exit points. And delay time is at 28 minutes. I would consider using US 40 instead. East side crash. Northbound 465 at Fall Creek blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to I-70. Also looking at southbound 65 as slow from 38th Street to 21st. A 6-minute delay. Westbound 70 from the east side slows 465 past Sherman Drive and an 8-minute delay. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Lear Capital. Our financial system is cracking under pressure. Your retirement is at risk. Take control now. Lear Capital is offering a free Sky High Silver Report and Precious Metals IRA Guide at BetterNest Egg.com. Don't leave your future to chance. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Dads happen. There's a whole lot of stuff that can mess up the look of your vehicle. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal. PDR is paintless dent removal that saves your factory finish and is way less invasive than traditional body shop repairs. And it's faster too, sometimes same day. Google Kill a Dent Removal and check out the reviews and photos. Then schedule your repair. Hail baseballs, kids, fender benders, shopping carts, flying cows, angry X's, and anything else that leaves dents. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal.
Signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie. And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Man, that message is going to make the left crazy. And one could even argue that gender dysphoria is real. What we see in society is social contagion. That's not real. So, what the president said is where the majority of Americans are. Stop abusing children, stop mutilating children, as we've discussed many, many times. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Great to be with you. The joint address to Congress yesterday, knocking it out of the park. The polling is in. CBS, 76% of people approve. Over there at CNN,
to the results. What was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative.
Those 31% were all staffers of Jasmine Crockett. 69% according to CNN, and then 76% according to CBS. Guys, it was an out-of-the-park speech. It wasn't oratory on the level of Reagan. Didn't have to be. It was a conversation about, here's what we've done. Here's why you elected me. I did what I said I'm going to do, and here's what I'm going to do more. Here's what we can work on together. It was celebratory. It was proactive. It was looking into the future. And there were Democrats sitting on their hands. Democrats unable to respond, looking the fool. It was incredible to witness, and to this idea of Trump talking about the transgender insanity. The political left is on the wrong side of the issue. The political left is on the side of abusing children. That's not where America is. They're going to lose elections over this. The governor of Indiana, Mike Braun, signing an executive order to protect women in sports. Make it clear that Indiana does not endorse the gender ideology that has put women's sports in danger. One of the orders requiring the Indiana Commission for Higher Education to review policies at the state's colleges and universities to ensure that they comply with the 2020 Title IX rule rather than Joe Biden's nonsense that extended protections to boys who say they're girls, men who say they're women. This is all good, and good on Mike Braun, which brings us to the Indiana Democrats. You know, there's this expression that gets used time and time again, and this expression is about being on the wrong side of history, right? That usually it's said about conservatives or Republicans. You're on the wrong side of history. You don't know that you're wrong? Boys are not girls and girls are not boys. It's the easiest thing to say in the world because it's true. And you keep defending this idea of men taking the spots of women. You don't know you're wrong? You'll notice that at the joint address yesterday, a lot of the Democrats there, the women were wearing pink. They were wearing pink. It's like, all right, they always got to fashion coordinate these things to tell some story. From what I'm told, the pink is to represent women who are being abused in Donald Trump's America. You think women should be replaced by men and you want to talk about women being abused? Sit down. Sit down, Democrats, especially Democrat women. Tony, you can't say that. Said it, meant it. You're all silly. We all know it. Tired of hearing your voice. You think you're standing up for women and you want women to be pummeled in sports on the playing field by men. You want them to be replaced. You're okay with the erasing of women, and then you lecture to us about women's rights? Stop it. I'm the feminist here. You are the abusive ones. Sit down. They keep utilizing this expression like it's one of those 80-20 things. I see Kira Davis, who fills in for me on midday. I see her using that a lot. And the argument is 80% of the country feels a certain way. Now, I always look at the 80-20 rules, the Reagan rule, right? If you're with me 80% of the way, you're with me. Right? That's absolutely it. America's not with you, political left. Indiana Democrats, America's not with you. Hoosiers are not with you. Oh, I know you got hundreds to protest Trump and Musk outside the State House, right? And they went to the State House yesterday and they were holding up signs that Trump and Vance are petty tyrants, democracy, not monarchy, power to the people, not power to the privileged. You're ridiculous. You know you're ridiculous. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop anybody from protesting and utilizing their First Amendment rights. Take advantage of them. Absolutely. I do. And my Second Amendment. I haven't had a chance really for the Third, but the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. Yeah, you know what? I got a whole bunch. I can go down the list. Certainly the 21st Amendment. No, just me? Really? Screw it. I'm in anyway. Yeah. 21st Amendment. Hot damn. Somebody pass all the bourbon. Go ahead. Protest. But every time you hold up a sign that states that Trump and Vance are petty tyrants, you know you look silly, right? Every time you hold up a sign that says, stop bullying trans kids, you know that you're the bully of young girls in sports. And we're going to say, no. We're going to love kids enough to be honest with them. We're going to love kids enough to tell them no. And we're not going to let you abuse them, because that's what you're doing. And Trump said so clearly in the speech last night. And that's the part that the Democratic Party has yet to come to grips with. Trump connected on every part of the speech. Agreed, he didn't get into enough of inflation and when the lowering of costs actually comes, what it's going to take. He did discuss farmers and say, look, there's going to be a little bit of pain, but in the end, we're going to be all better off. And I was very happy that he at least broached the subject. I would have liked for him to go a little bit bigger. I would have liked for him to get a little bit stronger on that, right? It's the only criticism I have of the whole speech, and that criticism is truly slight. This speech was unbelievably well received by America. It was absolutely uplifting. He's celebrating kids. He's celebrating the military. He's celebrating being on an ascendancy. And Democrats want to support boys who think they're girls harming girls. This is going to come to a coda, and I will get to that coming up in a little bit. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Traffic and Matt Bear, what do you know?
Stopped in Hendricks County because of a crash. It's at westbound 70 before State Road 39. The right lane is closed, and what do you know, as we're talking, the crash is cleared, at least pushed to the right shoulder. The right lane is reopened, still stopped back to 525, but that front of the line is starting to move out as we check the NDOT jam cam. This is southbound 465 in Lawrence on the northeast side. Traffic hazard at Fall Creek that's blocking the right lane, slowing us just a little bit through the area. Inbound 69 stop and go after 116th to 465 at 8-minute delay. Northbound 465 west side, the crash cleared before 10th, but we are slow from Crawfordsville Road up to West 56th Street. And on the south side, this is a crash northbound 65 before Keystone Avenue. Watch the shoulders. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road or on North Shadeland. Online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob. Casey's back Wednesday. That means we'll have a lot more listeners. We'll see you at 9 to noon, 93 WIBC.
Need a tree? I don't know if you've ever asked that question, but you have said to yourself, we need to replace that tree in the backyard. Man, I would love to have a little bit of privacy from my neighbor because my neighbor's weird. I would love a little bit of shade over the deck. I need a tree. Does anybody know where I can get a tree? Oddly, it is a question that gets asked more than you think because what I just mentioned is stuff you've mentioned. CircleCityTrees.com. Right there in Zionsville, and super easy to find, super easy to talk to. They have got everything, right? They sell trees that thrive right here in Indiana, a variety of mature trees, all different kinds. Evergreens, got them. Shade trees, got them. Fruit trees, got them. Ornamental trees, got them. Flowering trees, got them. Listen, I am not the tree expert. The people at Circle City Trees are tree experts, and that's why I work with them, because you need a guy, and they are your tree guy. They take care of the installation. They take care of the warranty. The pricing is right on the website. They're not messing with you. They're not screwing with you. They're saying, hey, we do trees, and we do trees pretty dang well. And you need a tree, and we've got trees, so why don't we work together? Here's the price of the tree, and we'll come bring you the tree. So you got a tree guy, which is pretty good because, honestly, that neighbor is going to keep being weird. And if you kind of block the view, you'd be better off. Talk to Circle City Trees today, right there in Zionsville. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, or go online to CircleCityTrees.com. That's CircleCityTrees.com.
When is the right time to file for Social Security? Well, that's a difficult decision today. You have to consider that Social Security is running out of money. You also need to consider the tax hit on your benefits and your IRA and 401k withdrawals. And finally, you should consider your spousal benefits. If you don't consider all these things, you could leave a lot of money on the table.
Bill Demery, your retirement guy. He's going to show you how you could get the most income from Social Security with a free, customized Social Security analysis. So if you've saved more than $200,000, but you've not yet filed for Social Security, schedule your free analysis right now by calling Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, my retirement guy. He should be your retirement guy. 317-648-5120.
Hey, Bill, where you been? You're overdue for a haircut.
Man, listen, my water pipes burst and flooded my house. Place a mess. I've been staying with my daughter till I can figure out what to do.
You trying to fix it and move back in?
No way. It's too big a mess. It'll cost me tens of thousands of dollars. I ain't got that kind of money.
You trying to sell it then?
Well, that's what I'd like to do, but who's going to buy my house in this condition?
Did you call Simple Quarters?
Simple Quarters?
Simple Quarters bought our house when we were in a jam. We needed to move real quick. They closed fast and gave us cash.
Simple Quarters will buy in any condition?
That's right. They buy as is. You don't have to repair anything or clean anything out. It's simple.
What do I have to do?
Just call them. They'll do a quick walkthrough, then they'll make you an offer.
Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to help people in difficult situations. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. That's 317-900-HOME. Check us out at simplequarters.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What's in your forecast? It's 49 degrees at Monument Circle with lots of rain. Your high today is 50. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Heavy rain and strong winds are affecting the area with reports of lightning strikes in Shelby County. Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says winds will persist throughout the day.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at gusts in that 30 to 40 mile per hour range throughout the day. So within the showers, you might have a brief increase towards, that 40 to 50 mile per hour gust.
And he also says that falling temperatures will lead to a wintry mix later tonight.
We'll still have some scattered rain showers throughout. And then as we get into the evening hours, we're going to start approaching that freezing point, and these rain showers will start turning into snow showers.
And he doesn't expect much accumulation except on grassy surfaces. President Trump told Congress America is back, highlighting his successes on Tuesday and his promises, while Democrats resisted. Texas Senator Ted Cruz praised Trump for brushing off the criticism.
Listen, I thought he was joyful. I thought he was forward-looking. I thought he had the promise of America front and center. And I got to say the contrast. I have never seen such a disgraceful display as the Democrats put on.
And Cruz spoke to Fox News minutes ago. Hoosier political leaders are reacting to that speech, like Congressman Rudy Yakum.
I grew up delivering newspapers so I could help my family. Started my own lawn mowing business so I could make something of myself. I am a great example of the American dream, and everybody needs to be able to live their American dream.
That video posted to X. The president also spoke about Social Security fraud, which he says was uncovered by his Department of Government Efficiency. 2 men were shot and killed in Brownsburg at about 3 o'clock this morning. Captain Jennifer Barrett says police responded to Acre Avenue, not far from the library, where they found the 2 men. She says there will be a heavy police presence for some time in that neighborhood.
So I would estimate anywhere from 4 to 6 hours at this point. We have notified the school corporation just to let them know about the bus routes. Again, we don't believe that there's a danger to the public at this time.
And she says police do have somebody in custody, expecting to hear more soon. The city of Indianapolis is facing a lawsuit after 2 kayakers died along the White River last year. Here's Harrison Silcox.
The estates of Marcus Robinson and Solomon Shirley are suing this city after the 2 died while kayaking in April of 2024. The lawsuit claims that the 2 drowned after their kayaks went over a low-head dam on the White River that should have had some sort of warning signs posted around it. According to Wish TV, that dam partially collapsed in 2018 and was replaced with a rock dam. The city was also apparently given $750,000 in grant money to remove the dam, but it remains open. Harrison Silcox, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
After more than 20 years, ESPN has canceled Around the Horn. The show ran for about 23 years. It was officially canceled on Tuesday. In its place, a half-hour version of SportsCenter will air during the weekdays. Sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton scored 28 points and tied a season high with 15 assists on Tuesday in a 115-102 win over the Houston Rockets.
I don't know, I'm in the zone right now. I think I'm just trying to play the right way, just trying to make the right plays and stay aggressive, understanding that when I'm aggressive, we're at our best. So trying to get to peak time by around April, May, hopefully June.
And that would be playoff time for Tyrese. The Pacers are in Atlanta on Thursday. Number 18, Purdue punished Rutgers on Tuesday, 100-71. Head coach Matt Painter says his team dominated on the rebounding.
Yeah, it was huge. We can't get to that point of getting in transition and getting them on their heels if we don't get turnovers or we don't get rebounds.
And Purdue closes out the regular season at Illinois Friday night. The winning streak for IU is over. They lost to Oregon Tuesday, 73-64. Butler plays Xavier tonight in the women's college basketball tournament in the Big Ten. Tips off here in Indianapolis today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, westbound 70 stopped. Traffic not for long. This is after State Road 267 for about a mile and a half. So you'll hit that delay, but after about the mile and a half, you should be gone. Shouldn't even take you that long because the front is clearing out. We had a crash. It's gone. It's clear. And The world is returning. Looking at the south side, northbound 65 slows, 465 up to Raymond Street. Then the west side, northbound 465 slow from West 38th Street to West 56. This is Pendleton. Pendleton crashed northbound 69 after State Road 38, and that's blocking the left lane, causing a slowdown. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 765-545-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 765-545-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or drexelin.com.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text MONEY to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on? Dow futures down just 5. NASDAQ futures up 43. It's been a couple of rough days. Of course, it's a tariff war. Trade war, I should say. Gonna create problems. That might all be resolved today. Trump and the administration were hinting that the United States and Canada might have ended or might end the tariffs today. They might have come to a new deal. If this is about fentanyl, I do not know what the deal is. I'll wait for it. West Texas crude is... I still want to know. What was that, Producer Carl? Oh. Well, how about now? Do you feel better? Okay. Weird. Brent crude at $70 a barrel. West Texas crude at $66.99 a barrel. Are we seeing lower oil prices? I mean, gas prices. Are you seeing at the pump lower gas prices? That's the question before us. Then you've got the 10-year Treasury at 4.213. It was in the teens. It was 4.17 yesterday, 30-year fixed. Based on the 10-year Treasury, hopefully, for a lot of people, this continues in a downward direction. According to ADP, private employers added 77,000 jobs in February. Now, ADP was not off last time. Maybe I need to give them more credit than I've given them because to me, they're always wrong. We will get the numbers on Friday. You understand that 77,000 is like being non-existent, right? 77,000 is an outrageously low number. The estimate's 148, so you're talking about half. Would the market look at this and say, well, maybe the economy is cooling off and that means inflation's going to come down? There's always somebody wanting a way to look at this. No part of this, I think, right now is going to make the president happy. And we should all understand that we are not going to see this economy turn around tomorrow. It's just not going to turn around tomorrow. Something I would have liked the president to have addressed in the speech last night. It's the only thing. When talking about issues, he, as I said, he mentioned farming, right? And he mentioned the farmers, and I appreciated it.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies, they're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. It's all going to happen.
I appreciated the admission. A little bit more of that, I think, would have been just icing on a very well-made cake. This speech, which I will break down in full on Tony Katz today, and I will still get into what I call the coda. That's coming up. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
In purgatory, tortured souls lie trapped somewhere between heaven and you know where. This is where we find ourselves, trapped somewhere between winter and spring, tortured by strange weather patterns.
As the weather worsens,
cold, snow, and ice.
These temperatures,
then thaw, rain, and flood. Let us be your guide through all stages of
spring,
winter, your severe winter,
spring,
and spring weather station, 93 WIBC.
Hammer and Nigel here for Window Nation. Winters are long here in the area, and if you're tired of seeing and feeling that winter weather coming in past your old windows like I was, you need Window Nation. Their high-quality, energy-efficient windows will get rid of those drafts to keep your costly heat inside, lower your monthly utility bills, and keep your home comfortable year-round. And they're affordable, too. Right now, get 2 windows free for every 2 you buy. Plus, with 0 down and no payments or interest for 2 years, you could get new windows installed in 1 day and not pay anything until 2027.
Imagine what you could do with all that extra money in your pocket. Plus, they're guaranteed for life. Don't miss out on your chance to take advantage of the buy 2, get 2 for free promotion, and you don't pay anything until 2027. Schedule your fast free estimate right now at 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com.
Health gives you the ability to love more, feel more, be more. Health gives you the ability to live an extraordinary life. Because every day, no matter the challenges, is a chance to breathe, laugh until your belly aches, cry because you care so much, and experience everything that makes your life truly extraordinary. For 150 years, Franciscan Health has been there, watching extraordinary lives unfold. Love your extraordinary life.
Check out what's going on with 93 WIBC.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Steve Martin and Martin Short, Saturday, October 25th at Old National Center.
More info online at WIBC.com.
Traffic on the 5s, Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic Center. What are you doing, weirdo?
West Side crash. I'm watching a bad crash here, Tony. It's northbound 465 at 46. And right now, the middle of the interstate is shut down. 3 center lanes are closed. This puts traffic getting by on the far right and the far left of the crash. So we are getting by at a trickle here at the moment. Crash involving a dump truck, and man, do we have debris in those middle lanes. So please watch out for that as you make your way around this crash site. Again, it's northbound 465 at West 46 or slightly after the West 38th Street interchange. This is Pendleton. We have a crash northbound 69 after State Road 38, exit 219. Left lane is closed. And in Hendricks County, life is improving westbound 70. The crash clear before State Road 39 and traffic is mostly cleared out as well. No delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on Defies. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students.
Point. Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's time to play America's favorite game, What the Heck Is That TV Theme Song? Here's how we play. Producer Carl picks a theme song, and I have to guess what it is. It's not actually a new game, it's just we do it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. I know I'm going to have to phone a friend, but you're going to have to play that one more time, Producer Carl. Just hit that one more time. So, I admit to you, people in the chat room as we're live streaming are like, it's the theme to Fish. Oh my God, they got it right! That is fantastic! The chat room coming in with the victory! Ah! Are you kidding? Is this full Abe Vigoda Fish that we're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Oh, bravo.
Listen to that bass line. It's like Barney Miller.
That was the thing that was kind of keeping me through, because when it first came on, I'm like, wait, that's not 227. And then you hear the bass line. There are only a couple distinctive bass line theme songs, right? There's Barney Miller, Night Court, Seinfeld, right? And then so this was like, wait, this is connectivity. And then the chat room got to it first, and I give them full credit. And I didn't mind cheating that way at all, in the slightest. I want to share with you two things that happened in the speech last night. President Trump to Congress. The first was the story of DJ, this 13-year-old who had brain cancer. Doctors had given him 5 months to live more than 6 years ago, and he's there with his dad, and he wanted to be a cop, and he's dressed like a cop. He's an interesting kid. He's got a little bit of a mustache and everything else, and his dad is holding him up in the gallery. There's his dad. He's got his cowboy hat next to him, holding up his kid. Black man, black kid, holding up, I'm just describing, for the world to see, look at my son who made it and wants to be a police officer. And Trump does this.
I'm asking our new Secret Service Director Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
The kid is in shock. Absolute shock. And Curran hands him his credentials, gives him the credentials. He's showing everybody. And then this kid, in his father's arms, turns to Curran. He was the Secret Service agent who was there with Trump wearing the sunglasses. And he hugs Scott Curran. You cannot make this moment up in Hollywood. It was incredible. Here is how Nicole Wallace of MSNBC reacted to it.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ. And I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
Here is this kid, beats brain cancer, wants to be a cop, gets made a Secret Service agent, and the next Trump event, that kid is going to walk onto the stage before Trump does with the earpiece in, keeping an eye on everything. That's coming. This kid beat brain cancer, and Democrats they're sitting in the chamber, did not stand up and applaud. And here's MSNBC saying, oh, great, he wants to be a cop, this boy who beat brain cancer. I sure hope he doesn't kill himself because of January 6th. Democrats, allow me to put the finest point on this I can. Indiana Democrats, you lost. You have no possibility of response to the imagery and iconography you saw yesterday. You have no response for the policies that are in effect that America favors. You bring nothing to the table. You lost. And you're just going to keep losing. Indiana Democrats, you have not yet begun to even think about policy ideas that you could share with Hoosiers. You have not yet begun to think about anything uplifting. You lost. And you are still losing. And you will continue to lose because you refuse to learn. And while we're on the subject of learning, hey, Indiana Republicans, you see all that stuff that they're cheering there in America? All the stuff they were cheering there in the speech? That comes from being bold. You're the supermajority. Try it. You be bold. And Indiana Democrats, get this understood. You lost. You're still losing. You can see your way out of this. But it's obvious that you would rather not cheer a kid who beats brain cancer as long as you can own Trump. Look forward to the midterms. Really do. Matt Bear has traffic.
Yeah, northbound 465 on the west side crash at West 46th Street, and this is blocking the center lane and the right center lane, okay? So traffic is getting by at the moment. We are slow. Back to 74 Crawfordsville Road. Delays checking in at 31 minutes. It's not good. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
You wake up feeling like you just boxed 12 rounds. Some wake up sweating with sore jaws, headaches, and a lot of our patients complain of brain fog. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula, and these signs, often joined with snoring, are sleep apnea symptoms. And if this sounds like you,